Double Dipper is the 7th episode of Gravity Falls. In it, the gang has a party. Dipper tries cloning himself to hang out with Wendy. Shenanigans ensue. The parlor they have the party in is the same room they had the wax figures in Headhunters. The party is hinted to be Stan's birthday. The Mystery Twins and Wendy play with Silly String, an aerosol can of brightly colored string thing. There's an animation error that made it into the episode of Mabel spraying Dipper in the face, and the Silly String is ever so noticeably too low. Ironically, the San Diego Comic-Con trailer has fixed footage that didn't make it into the show somehow. Mabel outfit check. She has this dark gray sweater with a yellow lightning bolt on it. And then at the party, she has a very stereotypically 80s outfit, with a big bow, leg warmers, baggy sweater, showing one shoulder. Remember, in the early 2010s, 80s nostalgia ruled the market. This episode introduces Mabel's friends, Grenda and Candy. Grenda's the big one with the deep voice, and Candy's kind of just another Mabel. This episode also introduces Pacifica, the bratty, stuck-up rich girl who will get more development later. Originally, the episode was going to be about Dipper trying to crash the party because he hates parties so much, but instead they rewrote it because they kept making Dipper too unlikable, so now he wants to get with Wendy. His 20-step plan is smile, wear clean pants, compliment looks, laugh at her joke, be nice, block Robbie, wear fitting clothes, wear a tie, talk to her like a normal person, describe how she smiles, make her laugh, agree with everything she says, pretend you're fun, pretend you're confident, mop up sweat in private, lose burrito smell, pretend to read smart book, use deodorant everywhere, display Monstermon knowledge, do not display Monstermon knowledge. Who do you think Dipper's Pokemon would be? This episode reveals that Wendy is 15, and we can see her brothers who happen to be Manly Dan's kids, subtly revealing that she's his daughter. Dipper's nickname comes from his weird birthmark of the Big Dipper on his forehead. It was based on how Alex Hirsch knew a guy who had such bad acne you can draw constellations with them. It's never actually stated in series what Dipper's real name is, but in the official Journal 3 it is stated that his real name is Mason. Like Masonic Order. Like the Freemason Conspiracy Order. Never name your kids something that sounds similar to each other. You will mix them up all the time. Robbie doesn't remember Dipper. There might be a later episode that reveals why he doesn't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's just him not remembering the kid he met once and barely talked to. I mean, how many people you met once and never talked to again you remember? Robbie can play guitar. Mabel sings Don't Stop Unbelieving, which is a reference to Don't Stop Believing by Journey, which you definitely heard in a movie once before. The Dipper clones are kind of faded because that's a common problem of a lot of printers. There are at least 11 clones made, including the Paper Jam, and we see all but 2 dissolved on screen. Classic Dip and Clone 2 Tyrone hang out on Wendy's spot from the Inconvenience scene, and this is the second time something melted on top of the Mystery Shack after Headhunter. There are actually 2 commentaries for this episode. One with Alex Hirsch and Matt Broly, the creator of Amphibia, who also did storyboards in the show, and another funny one with 2 Jason Ritters acting as clones. Our secret code is untranslatable by our normal method. The intro has a new secret message if you play it backwards that's basically saying to use an @bash cipher now. An @bash cipher is when you take the alphabet and flip it around. So A is Z, B is Y, C is X, D is W, so on, so on. So our secret code is Paper Jam Dipper says, This is an alright episode. The shenanigans with the Dipper clones is fun. I like the message of don't overthink everything. Ironic for the series of me overthinking Gravity Falls. It kind of amazes me it took so long to introduce Mabel's friends and her frenemy. Overall, I like this episode, but it's definitely not one of my overall favorites. 6.5.
Right, like I'm gonna fall for that. Give me that, buddy!